Hello and welcome to this short online presentation that's going to just tell you a little bit about the Digital Researcher 2012 event.
Hi, I'm Tristram Hooley. I'm a researcher at the International Centre for Guidance Studies, and normally my research is dealing with issues around career and around education. But today, and at the Digital Researcher event, I'll be a tutor and I'll be helping researchers of all disciplines to think about how they use social media in their research.
The Digital Researcher event will be talking about how researchers can use social media. And I think one of our starting points is that social media is a very exciting new opportunity for researchers. Here we've got a picture of the printing press, and I think some of us feel that the opportunities that are now offered by the internet and by social media in particular are as exciting as those that were offered to researchers and scholars on the invention of the printing press. It has the potential to really change the way that we work altogether.
Okay, so for me, social media has really changed the way that I do research quite dramatically. I think it's made me more effective, but it's certainly increased my profile, and I think also it's made the work that I do more useful but also enjoyable while I'm doing it.
So one of the ideas that we'll be talking about at the Digital Researcher event is the idea that research itself is a social process and that we need other people in order to be effective researchers. So here we've got Isaac Newton saying, "If I have seen Father, it's by standing on the shoulders of giants." And in this he's talking about the way his research is dependent on those who went before him, but also those who he corresponded with and worked with around him while he was working. And our argument is really that social media makes this kind of collaboration process more effective.
Social media has given me the opportunity to work with a wide range of other researchers and other professionals outside of academia, and I think that this really has strengthened my research quite a lot. So whereas in the past a lot of these interactions that you might have with people were really based around attending a conference or perhaps a meeting of some kind, whereas now they can really be ongoing and across a much wider range of people than you might have been able to get feedback from in the past, and I think this is what's really exciting about social media.
At the Digital Researcher event, we're going to be suggesting that there are a number of different ways in which researchers can use social media to collaborate. And we've based this on an idea of how academic work actually operates. So academics are involved in a number of different processes. Firstly, they're involved in identifying knowledge. What already exists, what's out there already that we know and we can find. Secondly, they're involved in the creation of new knowledge through research. Thirdly, they're involved in the quality assurance of that knowledge, often through peer review, but actually through an increasingly wide range of different ways of ensuring that what you read or what you find out is actually valuable. And then finally, they're involved in the dissemination of that knowledge. So firstly, in telling other researchers about what they've done, perhaps through academic publications, but again, increasingly through a much wider range of different ways of disseminating information. So that might include blogging, it might include all sorts of public outreach activity. So one of the things that we're going to be looking at in the Digital Researcher event is how do these different processes get reframed by the idea of social media.
Okay, so there are lots of different ways to use social media in your research, and there are lots of different tools that you can use. So I use Twitter for engaging in ongoing discussions with people. I use the social citation sharing software Cite to be able to identify resources and then to record them and use them in my work. And then I also write a blog which I have, I suppose, deeper conversations about some of my work, as I'm able to put a more substantial piece of writing down. And also I use the blog to disseminate my work out to a range of different people. But the point, I think, is not really that any one particular tool offers the answer. I think the point of social media and what we're trying to say in the Digital Researcher event is that identifying tools which can help you to work in a different way and to engage with a much wider range of people while you're undertaking research, that's where the real opportunity is.
If these ideas interest you, then I'd invite you to engage with us on Monday the 20th of February while the Digital Researcher event is going on. If you log on and go to this web address, www.viti.ac.uk/dr12, you'll actually find a wide range of resources, including some actual live broadcasts that will be going on during the day. If you've missed the event or you can't make it during the day, then all of the resources that are created will be put there afterwards for you to look at and use. However, one really good way to actually engage and join in and discuss with both the participants who are there, the tutors, and with other online participants is through using the social media site Twitter and using hashtag DR12VTI with any posts that relate to this. If you look at that hashtag, you should see quite a lot of activity during the day talking about a lot of the issues that we've been talking about here. I hope to see you at the event.